Hello everyone. My name is Abhilasha Patel and I am from Gujarat. Welcome today Study in the UK Clinic live session. Today we are going to discuss about the courses like civil engineering, project management course in the UK. We'll discuss about course, entry requirements, scholarships, career opportunities and many things. Apart from this, we will also discuss about the tuition fee structures, scholarships, and many more. So we have Ezra sir from Birmingham, having 10 years of experience into overseas educations. Always we have sharing the informations about study in the UK, opportunities, career opportunities, and many things. So here we have Ezra sir.
Hello, Vilasha. Thank you again. Thank you for arranging these events as usual. Um, Obviously, the objective of this session is to educate international students, especially Indian origin students, about the UK education systems, the scholarship opportunities, career opportunities, and how the UK university system works, and also what qualification they need to get into UK institutions. So today we're going to discuss about the civil engineering. There is a high demand for these professionals. So there is
Hmm.
opportunity to study undergrad civil engineering and postgrad civil engineering as well, and there is a relevant course that is relevant to these graduates as well. So we're going to deep dive into the area of civil engineer, and try to exchange information or share some information with our audience, like maybe this kind of information will help them to understand civil engineering opportunities in UK, and whether it is a you know feasible option for any civil engineer graduates to come to UK and study further.
Yes, we go live every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time. But last week we haven't have a live session due to some emergency. So sorry for that, audience. So yes, so today we are going to discuss many questions about civil engineering and project management, as sir have said. So we'll start. Okay. Okay. So my first question is, what qualifications do student need for civil engineering for master's course in the UK?
Okay, so for civil engineering master's course like MSc in civil engineering or MSc in construction engineering, or maybe MSc in project management, or civil and construction management, there is different types of courses. All you need a bachelor degree from the same background, whether
Hmm.
it's from, I mean, like similar discipline, and a minimum 55 percentage is required. In some cases, you don't have to submit any English proficiency as long as you are from certain education board from India, and your 12th standard English score is more than 75 or 70%. You will be
Hmm.
exempt from providing English qualification. And
Hmm.
there are some universities that may need 60% of from bachelor degree. Those are especially Russell Group universities, like the big universities, like the renowned universities, like or rank universities, like University of Manchester, Queen Mary University, London, University College London, King's College. Those universities, they do require sometime first class, which is 60% during your bachelor degree. Apart from the majority of mid-rank university in UK, 55 percentage is a minimum required score to study masters in civil engineering or relevant discipline.
Okay. Is mathematics compulsory for admission?
Yes, obviously, once if you are graduated from if you have degree in civil engineering, you must have studied mathematics during your civil engineering degree. So it is
Hmm.
part of your bachelor degree. So I think it is required in some point, and I think any civil engineer who has done a bachelor degree, they have done some mathematics during their bachelor degree. So I think they should be fine. But if somebody wants to study bachelor in civil engineering, which means they wanted to study undergrad degree in the UK, they must have mathematics in their 12th standard to study civil engineering.
Okay. Okay. Fine. So, what is the duration of civil engineering course degree?
So bachelor degree is usually 3 years. If you take a bachelor degree with placement year, it will be 4 years. So 3 years degree, 1 year placement, it will be 4 year altogether. If you and for masters, usually 1 year. Masters also comes with the placement as well. So if you take placement, it will be additional 1 year. So it can be 1 year or 2 years masters as well. It can be 3 years bachelor or 4 years bachelor, depending on how you are going to pursue your qualification. Whether you would like to go for the placement year or without the placement year.
Okay, so can you help me with some average tuition fees for civil engineering or project management course with any scholarships assessment?
Okay, so I would I would say without scholarship, I'm in after scholarship amount. Okay, not necessarily
Hmm.
with scholarship. So after scholarship, the tuition fee range would be 14,000 to 20,000. So it
Okay.
could be depending on the university, but not less than 14,000, or in some cases maybe a little bit more than 14,000 as well, because this specialized course is not available in every single university. So whoever is offering this course, the fees range would be around 14,000 up to 20,000 or more. But I would say between 14 to 20 would be a decent budget to study civil engineering in the UK.
Okay. So are
And
internships,
sorry to
yeah,
clarify, and it is per year, obviously.
okay, per year. Yeah, obviously. So is there any internships included in the courses?
Yes. So, for example, if your tuition fee is, for example, master students, okay. So if they take
Hmm.
placement year, they will be 2 years master's course, and if they take 1 year master's course, then it will be 1 year master civil engineering master's course. So one year the fees would be around 14 to 20,000. But if they take placement year, some university offer placement year for just a small amount like £1,000. Some
Hmm,
offer
hmm, hmm.
placement year for £2,000, £3,000. So for placement year, you don't have to pay like 14,000, 15,000. It's just ranges between
Hmm, hmm,
1,000 to 3,000. So
hmm.
maybe
3,000.
some student may think, okay, it's very expensive because it's 14,000 per year, so I have to pay like
Yeah.
around 10,000 for my master's degree. No, it is not, because the first year is between 14 to 20,000. It could be 14, fifteen
Hmm.
thousand, and the placement year is only between 1 to 3,000 pounds, and the placement can be
Okay.
paid as well. So if you secure a base plate placement, that means you are also earning during the placement year.
Okay.
Okay.
So do students need to need a work experience before applying to study this course?
So if you're, for example, if you're 12 standard student, so how are you gonna get a civil engineering experience, because you just pass out,
Yeah.
right?
True.
So you're just getting
Yes.
into the university, so you don't need any experience to get into undergrad course. Once you graduate, once you finish your 12 standard, if you want
Hmm.
to study masters in civil engineering or construction engineering or construction management or project management, you don't need any experience. As long as you have a
Hmm.
degree in relevant discipline, you're good to go. However, if you have gap from, for example, you completed your masters in 2020, now you want to study MSc in project management in 2025 or 2026, so there is a clear 6 year gap, right? So in that case, you must have to provide an evidence that what you have been doing in last 6 years. If you say after my graduation I didn't do anything, so it reduces your credibility as a student. So the university might not offer you a place. So therefore, if you have a gap, then you must show and work experience to the university that you have been doing whatever you were. It could be any position that is relevant to your discipline, or it could be something that is not relevant to your discipline as well. For example, maybe a civil engineer working uh, in a software company, I don't know, as a structural engineer, or I don't know, I mean, it could be anything, or maybe in different field, he's working in a bank, I don't know, I
Hmm,
mean,
hmm,
like,
hmm.
a lot of public administration role available, but it does not
Yeah.
mean he cannot apply for, because people may need to change their career. So he can apply for, masters in civil engineering after 5 years
Hmm.
working public sector, which might not be relevant to civil engineering, or the course he wants to do, because people always wanted to change in career, or they may have they may thinking of shifting to another direction, that should be fine as well, as long as you have a valid explanation or valid reason why you want to study after the gap.
Hmm.
Should be okay. And if you don't have gap, then it's absolutely fine. Just bachelor degree and go for master's degree straight away. You don't need to show it.
Okay. Work experience. True. So, can student from any academic background can apply for, civil engineering or project management course?
I think I have answered that in my previous questions. I will answer it again. For if you
Okay.
want to study MSc in civil engineering, you must have relevant degree, like so, in bachelor degree from similar discipline. Otherwise, you can't study a master's in civil engineering, because it's a very very specific degree, and you need specific knowledge to continue your education.
Yes.
For project
Mm-hmm.
management, yes, you can. If you are a business graduate, you can still apply for project management course. But yes, it is maybe applicable to different profession or different academic background. For example, if you are from business background, you can look for a project management degree. That's not an issue. But if you're looking for MSc in civil engineering, you must have a relevant degree or relevant experience. Okay.
Okay.
Project
Yeah,
management
now I
is
got
open
it.
to different backgrounds, but MSc Civil
Hmm.
Engineering is open to only civil engineering graduates or someone who has relevant experience in civil engineering or structural engineering or construction engineering, something like that.
Okay. So, from your point of view, which course is better than civil engineering or project management?
Okay, so project management is degree. It's more like a management degree, focus
Huh.
focusing on how you maintain a project, control a project, plan a project, these sort of things. I would say it's focused on management, right? How to manage
Yeah.
things, how to manage a project in general. But MSc
Sure.
civil engineering degree will be completely focused on your expanding your knowledge in civil engineering, right? So it's a specific
Hmm.
knowledge about structural engineering, civil engineering, or architecture, right? Or
Hmm.
these sort of things. But see, project management is completely management degree that might be relevant in some. I mean, like managing a project in general, as I said. So
Yes.
it is somehow relevant to engineers, but it is also available to different background students as well.
Okay. So, is there any dual degree or joint honors options available for civil engineering or maybe project management? Any combination of courses, something
I
like
think
that?
you'll find it very difficult to find a bachelor degree of combination of civil engineering and project management. I'll tell you why. Because the when you study civil engineering, in some point of your bachelor degree you will study project management included in the civil engineering degree. Like in some point of your bachelor degree, like year 1, year 2, and year 3, probably you will do a
Hmm.
module on project management. So it is
Okay.
embedded in your course in most cases. However, there is no course title. I haven't seen any course title says that BSc civil and project management. You under civil engineering and project management. There is nothing like it. But I've seen some courses like MSc, which is Masters in Civil Engineering and Project Management. There are some courses available for postgrad students, but not for bachelor students, because I think the civil engineering degree focus on structural engineering or other part of civil engineering, not necessarily they included something in degree title. But as I said, you might have some modules or you might have some credits in civil engineering which you will deal with project management anyway. So go through the university website, go through their modules, like whether they are know you know providing any modules on project management. If you see there is a module in project management, you don't have to look for a degree that the title has project management in it. Okay, later on you can specialize in project management as well. And there is a lot of short courses on project management as well. If you're really passionate about project management while doing your bachelor degree, why not do these short courses, so you can add those project management skills into your portfolio as well. Don't have
Yes.
to necessarily look for a combination of these two degree.
Hmm. Yes. So, can you help me with some universities which have project management and civil engineering? Some list of universities.
I think University of Sheffield has similar courses. Coventry University has similar courses. Just go to Google and search, because there are 150 around 150 universities in the UK. It is very difficult to go through every single university and
That's
find
true.
out. But just Google it, you will find some options like Coventry University, or as I said, University of Sheffield. They might have this
Hmm.
kind of options available for you.
Okay, fine. So, is there program full time only, or it has a part time or online course section?
Okay, so I think we have discussed this in our previous live sessions. Like, if you wanted to study in the UK as a student, you must have to
Hmm.
enroll into a full-time course. Part-time course is not available for international students. Okay, so if you
Hmm.
wanted to come to the UK as an international student
Hmm.
or on a student visa, you cannot study a part-time course. You have to study a
Full time.
course.
Okay.
The condition of a student visa is you have to study a full-time course at the university, not an online course, not a part-time course. Okay, the university may
Hmm.
provide part-time course in for international students, or maybe online courses, but you have to do it from your home country if it is online. And if it is part-time, you have to come to a different
Hmm.
visa category, and then you can study part-time. For example, you are coming to the UK as a dependent, right? Your husband or your wife is doing, PhD in the UK. Now you have 4 years visa. Now you can study a part-time course in the UK, but
Okay.
not as a international student. If you are on a student visa, you cannot study part-time courses. The condition of it, yes, you can additionally do part-time courses. For example, if you are studying like MSc in international business, or you are doing MBA, right, at certain university, now you want to do another part-time course, you can do that
Hmm.
if you have a
Okay.
valid. So in
Okay.
short, if you wanted to come to UK on a student visa, you must study full-time courses. Simple.
Okay, so I have one question more. If a student has got like enrolled for a bachelor's, 3 years of bachelor's, and 18 month of PSW,
Yes.
after that 18 month of PSW, he find like he feel that okay, now I want to do the master's course. So easily he'll be getting the admission, right? Because
Yeah.
already he has completed his bachelor's from UK only.
Yeah, okay. So if somebody has completed bachelor from UK and wanted to study a master's in the UK, it's very easy. They don't need to show any bank statement. They don't need to share any TV test. All they have to do, send their mark sheet and transcript from the university to another university, select a course, pay the tuition fee deposit, and apply for another visa or master's course inside the UK. And
Okay.
usually they get the visa very quickly, within 6 7 days.
Yeah, because why I have asked this question, because one of the student have called me and he was worried about this. Already his brother is already in the UK for the bachelor's, and like working with right now for the PSW. So now another masters he want to do. So that's the reason I have asked this. So thank you. I'll be helping him for this.
Even if you have, for example, if you completed a master's in the UK in, I don't know, in information technology, right? So you've done a master's in there. Now you want to
Yeah.
do another master's in the UK. It is still possible. You can do another
Okay.
master's in project management. You can do another master's in MBA, or marketing and leadership. Anything. It could be relevant to your degree. It could be irrelevant to your degree as well. So doing second master is also possible. Doing masters after your bachelor degree is also possible as well inside the UK. And the good thing about when you do another course inside the UK, you don't have to show any funds to UK government. You don't have to submit any
Yeah.
any medical certificate. All you have to do, pay the tuition fee to the university. Some university take interview as well, just simple interview. Give the interview, pay the deposit, apply for visa. You will get the visa within 5 to 6 days in most cases.
Okay. That's a plus point for the student. Those who have already completed the bachelor's and they're looking for the masters.
Yeah, so I recommend if anyone wanted to study master's degree after completing their bachelor degree, don't go back and apply because it will take more time. It is much easier if we
Hmm.
apply inside the UK, and the chances of getting visa is much higher compared to you go back and apply again. So it's better if you're in PSW thinking about a master's degree, apply from inside the UK. The chances of getting visa will be much higher and less stressful as well because you are already in the UK.
Hmm. True. So, how is the course assigned for the students? Like it's an exam or coursework, group projects, or maybe a dissertation, something like that?
It's a combination of assignments, exams, group work, presentation, portfolio work. So it depends, depending on the university to university, there will be a combination of assessment methods. As I said, like it could be group projects, assignments, and exams will be there in majority cases. There will be some university may not have exams, but for a bachelor degree in civil engineering or structural engineering, I'm pretty sure they will have some sort of exams. I know in between their bachelor degree. So yeah, I think they have to prepare for everything like exams, assignments, group projects, or presentation is all.
Okay. So, is work experience, yeah, is work experience required to preferred for the masters in project management as we have discussed? But example, if a students want to study master's course for a project management or civil engineering, and he don't have the relevant experience, so still he'll be getting an admission in the UK.
Yes, I said, I mean, like, for example, you have completed bachelor in civil engineering, right? And you wanted to
Hmm.
went to a bank. I mean, like, for work, and you got a job in bank, and working for the bank maybe for 5 years, 6 years. Now, you wanted to get back to your, civil engineering discipline or civil engineering career. So now you wanted to study MSc in structural management, structural engineering, or construction management. Yeah, you can do that, but you have to say why you are,
Okay.
going back to your, original, discipline, whereas you have worked 5 years in the bank. Why you wanted to go back to civil engineering again? So you have to explain yourself, like,
Civil yeah.
I've got an opportunity after my civil engineering degree, so I was enjoying the banking sector or finance sector. Now I just want to explore the civil engineering, world, so, or engineering world. So I just wanted to switch my career to civil engineering again. That's absolutely fine. That's not an issue at all. As long as you have a valid explanation, university will respect that.
Okay. So, is there any interviews like PCA interviews or VFS interviews for this course?
Like, like normal courses, you'll be, if the embassy feels that they need to interview the candidate, based on their profile, they wanted to identify the genuine intention of the students or the applicants. They might give you a call for, they might call you for interview. That's normal, like other
Hmm.
courses. But if you are a genuine
Okay.
student, if you have genuine intention, you don't have to worry about this kind of interviews. It's a very basic question they ask. As long as you have the right
Hmm.
intention, knowledge about the course you are doing, the university you are attending, and your future plan is very clear, then it should be okay.
Hmm.
The PCI, which is precast
Okay.
interview, it's quite similar to embassy interview as well. They ask you the same question: why you wanted to study this course, why this university, what's your career plan, how did you manage those funds, what are you going to do after 5 years. This sort of questions, a set of questions can be shared with you, can be discussed with you before you attend the interview. This is where we are helping students how to prepare for those interview, what kind of question you may face, what sort of answers they're expecting. Because as a student, maybe you don't know what to say. Sometimes saying the correct things is important. Maybe a single information mislead the interviewer, and you end up getting a rejection as well. So this is where we are here to
Yeah.
help prepare for the interview, give you guidance what to say, what not to say. So this sort of interview preparation is very important as well. But from India,
Hmm.
luckily, not many students are getting interview call like other countries, like other South Asian countries like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Pakistan. Usually, those students, even in Nepal, from this country, students are getting a lot of interview calls as compared to Indian students, because the Indian students have very good reputation in UK institution.
India.
Luckily, they are known for completing their education in the UK. Apart from I don't want to
Mm,
mention the name. Apart from certain regions, um, I think certain region students have some reputation of
mm.
not attending classes regularly. Apart from these two regions or three regions, you know, all the students, all students from all over India has great reputation in UK institutions.
Okay, yeah. So, what kind of job do graduate typically gets after the?
Sorry, apologies. I'm sitting next
Yeah,
to
it's okay.
on the main road. Um, this is too
Yeah,
loud. So could you please repeat the
yeah.
question?
Sometimes it happens. Yeah, sure. So, what kind of job do graduates typically get after the schools?
Like after which course, civil engineering or project management? You have to be.
Civil engineering or project management? Like particularly project management.
So I think the reason for doing project management, is just to get it, job, like project management manager role. Like if you wanted to looking for a project manager role or senior project manager role, or site engineers, those sort of things. Maybe site engineers, for site engineers you need specific degrees, like depending on what site you are you know leading or your site you are maintaining. But project management degree will lead you
Hmm.
specific roles like project manager, like project director,
Hmm.
project manager, depending on your experience and your qualification and your skills. But initially,
Hmm.
once you have a project management degree, you usually apply for a project management role, like as a project manager, senior project manager, or
Hmm. Hmm.
project director, this sort of role.
Okay, okay. So, do we have any partnerships with constructions or engineering companies for internships?
Usually, companies like the recruitment companies like us, we don't have partnership with construction companies or construction sites. This connection usually happens with the universities. Like universities, they do have many connection with the constructions industries or construction sites, because if students are studying civil engineering in a university, they must have some sort of connection with the industry, because they go for placement as well. So university has this kind of connection, but not us as a company. We don't
Okay,
have connection, but your university will definitely
okay,
have some connection with the industry.
okay. So, are there any guest lectures or site visits with industries professionals for the students?
Great question, to be honest. You know how UK education system is very very different, what I feel, because I've been my international student myself. So what I have seen, the university, they don't just have academics. They, I mean, like in academic staffs, they do have industry expert teaching their students as well. So they hire industry experts as well alongside, you know, academic staff as well. So they don't only have uh, lecturers who has degrees. They also hire professional who has real life experience, so they can bring the real life experience into the classroom. They can share their industry knowledge, industry expertise to the classroom. So all the university
Hmm.
has faculty member combination of industry experts and academics. So it's a great combination. So academics are focusing on academic knowledge and academic research, whereas the industry experts will give you the inside of how industry works and bringing real world scenarios to the classroom. So I think it's a great combination of education, and this is where student gets you know real examples about how industry
Hmm.
works. Before they get into the real world, they know how the civil engineering industry works, or they'll have some insights on how to start and what to do, what not to do. So these kind of industry experts are really really valuable to students, because they are bringing real life examples to your classrooms, and they're teaching the real thing. I mean, the whatever happenings within the industry. So real life skills, real life examples will be discussed during classes. And you have great connection as well. You think about somebody has 20 years experience in civil engineering industry, and he come and take your classes, so you'll have access to a person who has 20 years experience. You can network with him, and he can recommend you somewhere, so you have a great connection that way as well. So so university is not preparing you for the academic knowledge. They're also preparing you for the real world as well. So I think this is the good thing about
Okay.
universities. They're just full of industry
Mhm.
experts and academics as well.
Yeah. And my last question, if you could give one piece of advice to the students planning to study in the UK, what would be?
Okay, so okay, giving an advice is very very privileged position, I believe, because I'm not an expert on
Yes.
everything, but maybe
Mhm.
I'll give you advice based on my experience. So our founder always emphasizes on one thing. So he was discussing some things with me other day. He was telling one student that while counseling with the students, he said, he asked the students, before you take a decision to the come to the UK, you must analyze your current situation and what will be your situation after 5 years coming to the UK. If you think staying 5 years in your home country will give you more progress, more career progression, stay in your home country. If you think coming to the UK and spending 5 years will give you more benefits, then come to the UK and compare both scenario. If you think you'll do much better staying in back home, then stay in the back home. If you think coming to the UK will give more value to your career, then come to the UK. Otherwise, don't take this leap. So I think it's a very, very practical situation. You have to analyze your situation. If you think, okay, I have a good position. If I work hard in this position for next 5 years, I'll be much better position rather than go to you can explore different things. You may end up getting nothing. And if you are confident that no, I'm a bit stuck here, I don't think in 5 years time I will be in the same position, and I wouldn't do much progression in my career. Then I'll be much better if I go and explore other opportunities. Then come to the UK and explore different opportunity. But you have to take this decision. Nobody in your position to understand this kind of situation, nobody in your shoes to understand your situation. So you'd be the main person you know driving your life. So I think you should be in control as well. Not anybody's like me, Abhilasha.
Hmm. Yeah, okay, that's all for today. Thank you, sir. The session was very informative. For the next session, we are going to discuss some courses about specialized course like sports management, and the steps of courses we are going to discuss. So, yes, those who are watching for the live video, like live Facebook live, are definitely those who are looking for a sports management courses. So, we have a session for that next Tuesday, that is 9 p.m. Indian Standard Time.
Okay. Thank you, Abhilasha. Thank you again, everyone.
So, sir, yeah, thank you, everyone.
And please keep watching us, keep sharing your love, and this will motivate us to arrange this kind of session in future as well. Thank you again. Thank you, Abhilasha.
Yeah, thank you.